So today we're talking about, a lot of things actually, because we're blessed having new leaders in our rooms that, they don't really understand much about the curriculum yet because they haven't been serving in the classroom. And also I want to start, to how to stay connected with the kids and families in our classrooms. That's very important. It's not just the parents drop their child off and they leave. So it's more than that. It's really good for us to stay connected with the families and the kids because that is for the kids' best. That's for helping their kids, their child. So it's all the time good to ask, hey, is there anything I can pray for you? How are you doing? How is everybody in the family doing? Do you need prayers or do you need anything we as a church can help? Also, stay connected by just maybe sending them a card or an occasion in the family, birthday or death or like sick. So it's really good to write a note, a card for them so we can all sign and send it to them. So we had a lot of kids that they really received it and they took it with them at church and they said, hey, I received your card. You love me even before I knew you, like because they're like new basically when the school starts. So when they're new in their classrooms. So that's one thing. And we're talking about the curriculum. The curriculum and the coordinator's pack is a big Ziploc bag like this. So each of the classrooms has one. What's inside? There's a lot of things inside. So basically is this big chart that has everything what's in the pack item. So it's like it tells all the Bible stories there, all items down there, books. We have puzzles there for your activities. So we have the teaching picture, which is like as soon as like you read the Bible story to them, you also represent the teaching picture. So it's a visual sign for them. It's just not hearing it, but they look at it and they connect that. We have books for them. So the curriculum, we're talking about the one that we're using right now. It's fall 21 and it's right here. So this is for ones and twos. So threes and fours have a different one, and up to K's have different ones. So we're looking for this one, ones and twos. And this is the most, I would say, important part of our leader pack because each of you as leaders and teachers have to have one copy of this. Now these days, they released digital curriculum. So you as leader have access and it's like from Ministry Grid lifeway.com website. So you go there and as you as leaders, you have access to it. And it's much easier, but I would prefer this copy book. So I want to have it in my hand and go through it and look at it. So this book have everything you need. Has a Bible story for twos and ones, have the activities, how to gather the kids, how to start the day with them, and the activity, the crafts that you're sending home, pretty much everything you need. So you have in this book. We used to have also in our leader pack, we used to have this taking home sheets, but we print that for you. I print that for you. And also from this book, I pick, for example, 2 to 3 activities per day or like 4. But if you have an idea, if you want to do something extra, feel free. Hey, I picked this, can I please do it? Absolutely, you can do it. You can bring your own ideas, you can have your own craft as soon as it's related to the Bible story. It's totally fine. And now if you need my help to like find supplies or any like coloring sheets or anything, then I will be more than glad to help to bring that to you. And I've been like teaching in the classroom and I learned a lot from my leader as well, but if you need help, like ideas, how to teach, or you saw like leaders, they've been here for more than 20 years, and you can have your own ideas as well. But if you want like something, hey, I want to teach a small group, and another small group is doing something else, then feel free. I can share something with you very quick, or like things that you think might help the kids in your classroom. It can be Play-Doh, it can be bubbles, it can be puzzles, more books if you want. Like something that comes in your mind, you have idea that it will work, and you bring the children together and pay very attention to that thing. So, and as again, I will continue to print things for you. Bible story, as you know, that's this session with Glenn's sheet. This fits on the Bible. So, and it has more the words, I would say, simple way for the kids, 2-year-olds will understand. So basically you put this on the Bible and they look at you reading from the Bible. So they won't see like you're reading from a paper. You know, that's the sense of this little paper fitting in the Bible. So they're seeing you like you're reading from this. And again, on the pack, later pack, you have a CD for the, let's say for that season, I would say, or fall or winter or summer, spring. So there's a CD. And the CD is really good to play because it's all related to the book. So if there's an activity here that says, hey, play song number 12, that is related to the activity. Or play this song and play freeze and go, you know, or freeze and move. So it's really good. And also has like songs, cleanup songs, you know, like, hey, you play the music, what the music says, clean up everybody. They know what to do right away. So it's really good. And what else? Again, the ministry grid, I don't know. I had a leader today who, she said, hey, I got used to open that link and we're not having this anymore because we're not printing or we're not sending the Bible lesson sheet that we used to have, because everything is from the ministry grid, from the Lifeway Bible study. So I don't know if you all tried, if you have access to it. Miss Carol, did you try to have access to the ministry grid Lifeway? No? Well, I really want you to look for that email and create an account, because I'm pretty sure Julie.
I find it really, really difficult to get into it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I tried for a long time and it just wasn't working.
So yeah, you have to create an account, and I will make sure they put your name to have access on it, because I had a leader, she's not here, Miss Haiti. She said, I don't see it, I didn't see it, I don't have access to it, I never opened it. So I want you to look at it, look for an email from Ministry Grid, and or try to log in to ministrygrid.lifeway.com.
I think it's worked for me. I think I got it after.
I brought my laptop, but it's not working because it's on the other job. And I really wanted to show you how to log into that. And it's much easier, you know, these days. Well, at first it was a little overwhelmed, but as everything you see here is on there. And everything you want to print something, you print it from there. Like even in your house, you know, if you have a printer, a printer machine. So it's really easy. The leader guide is there as well. So everything I sent you, you can look at it. You can look at Ministry Grid Lifeway. So I just wanted to make sure you have that, yes.
So if I don't have a color printer, if we want something printed, then we just ask you like specifically
Yes.
what it is. Okay.
Yes. So here we have some things, very cute things, because I print them and I print them in a small version. For example, today, so this one, for example, you make it into a cube. If you see this Produce from Sunday, for example, you're gonna be here Sunday and like you say, hey, I want this. Can you make a copy of this, or I can use the original one? And I definitely make copies, and I'm like, okay, this is a good activity to do in the classroom. But I print it I don't get it from your pack, but I get it from the Ministry Grid Lifeway curriculum. So, and it's good to go through what you have in your leader pack and see, maybe you can have your own ideas for the coming Sunday, for example. And like you pick something that I know. It would be nice for you to send me maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, because that's the time when I come to church and prep for Sunday. So by that time, but anyway, even in Friday, I can come and make it ready for you. I don't, yeah, if I have time, it's good to have it by the mid days of the week. So, okay, I think that is pretty much. Any question about the curriculum, about the leader pack?
Yes, I have not received an email from Ministry Grid.
I know I'm sure Brianna, I think Julie's in charge, another coordinator, and she said you have to put just Mary's name down to have access to Ministry Grid Lifeway curriculum. So again, I'll make sure, I'll check, not only for you, but for all of you. So I don't know,
To
the
be honest,
teachers.
Your book, hold your book up. This has everything that they're going to give
Yes,
you.
that's what I'm saying, but usually Miss Carol, sometimes you don't have the book with you, but you have the phone with you.
I know,
So,
but
and you,
I consider that to be my
Right.
book for this period of time.
yes,
So it's home, it's on my desk,
yes,
so that I can prepare for next week. I know what I'm going to do. I can pick the things out of their activities, and I can gauge that to my kids and what their interests are, and the size of my class. Some of the things that they give you, your children are not going to be interested in.
that's true, because
These are great people and they try really hard, but you know your kids. You also know the size of your class. If you have 3 or 4 kids, some of these are great activities. But if you've got a class of 12, your kids aren't going to get around to it. You can't get around to it even if you've got great help.
yes,
So,
or find the right time to
Use
be
this
doing
book.
it.
Use this book.
Yes, so it's really good to go through it, be prepared, because as soon as I personally like to go and be prepared for the day, so I go ahead and look at it, what I'm going to pick, how I'm going to start the Bible story, am I going to sing before or after I do the Bible story, and the good thing is they learn a lot through songs. It's really good to involve your kids, like singing song and playing instruments. They really enjoy it. I was downstairs and they're like barely turning 2, and he was crying, and I'm like, what do you need? What are you crying? I want to sing songs today. I'm like, yes, we will sing song. You know what? You have to put your water bottle away, and we'll sing song and play an instrument. But he stopped crying because he know what we're going to do, like the routine. It's really good to keep the routine. They know what's coming next. So, and in my classroom, we sang a lot. We played the instrument a lot. So, and they learned a lot through songs. And by the end of the year, they knew all the songs and ready to sing with us. So it's really good to use it. And maybe, I don't know, I don't want you to be stressed out, but when it's a good time, it's a good time, and you can do it whenever. It doesn't have to be like every day the same constantly when you have like 15 children crying at the same time, like that happened. That I had 25 kids at once with like barely no help, and that was tough. But if you find a good time, that always works. If you use it, it works. So I wanted to go through over the schedule a little bit because it's been a little bit confusing. I'm sorry, because some teachers, they put it like inside the door of the cabinets. Some of them put them there, and the leaders, they don't know where to find the schedule. How is the schedule? What does the schedule look like? When it's our time to go to the playground? It's a lot of questions. So we made this schedule for all the classrooms actually, and I highlighted my classrooms. So this is for 215 and 210B. They pretty much have the same schedule. 210A and 211A have the same schedule, and so and so. So it's really good to follow the schedule because you will have time for everything. And like when everything's come up at the same time, you will like be overwhelmed and like what to do at first. So you use it. Also, the most important thing is like playground time. Because if you don't use it in your time, then you won't be able to go because that time is assigned for somebody else, for another classroom. and it's really good to use it. I had some volunteers who asked why we cannot go before or use it like when it's not our time, and like because somebody else's classroom is there at that time. So these days now, with thank God no COVID, everything is going back to normal. We can use both playgrounds, indoor and outdoor. If you really have it like the child is not settling down or crying, you always can require a buggy, especially downstairs, because upstairs is a little bit, they're older. But downstairs you can require a buggy, so it's a lady assigned to go on the buggy rides with the children, and that helps a little bit your classroom, just not focusing on the child who is crying, but on all of them. You know, it helps. So I laminated all like your schedules. I put them, or if you, the teachers of the classroom, if you want and have a assigned area where you want to put it, so it can be seen, it can be easily found, it would be great. Or if you want me to put it, will be fine. So, and again, if you have a question about it, where is it, what I have to do at certain time, you just ask. Or sometimes, my leader, who I use this lead, she made up her own schedule, a little bit of change, because she does the Bible story first, and then she does snack, and then she does craft. It doesn't matter a lot. It matters you do it. You do it like the whole thing, like you do craft, you do snack, you do Bible story. But the most important thing, as I mentioned, is playground. So you want to use it. They need that time, like free time, playing time. So, and the rest of it, you just can make changes here and there. It's not a big deal. So, this is it. Any question? Anything? Something you don't understand? You will understand the coming days, I'm sure. But again, feel free to ask me. Like the leader stuff here forever. Miss Carol is great. So, and I'm pretty sure you had a great day observing in her classroom. So just feel free to ask.
Thank you.
Nothing. Thank you for being here. I'm glad to have you part of TU's team. Like, I'm blessed with you, and I'm thankful for each of you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Gracie.